What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be doing a full walk around of my Jeep. It's been a long time since I've done a walk around video, and there's been a lot of new mods. So want to go over all the new stuff here on the Jeep, give you a full walk around of my Jeep that I built around 37's. Eventually I'll be going up to 40's, but again, 37's for now, and I feel very confident in the build of this Jeep. So I want to show you guys exactly what parts I went with, and maybe a little bit as to why I chose those parts as well. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright guys, so first and foremost, we have the Dana Ultimate 44. Again, I did this back when I bent my Dana 30 on this Jeep, so it has been a little while with this axle. Absolutely love it. I've had no issues with it. Inside there are 456 gears and an Eaton E-locker. Been very happy with the Eaton E-locker as well. No failures, always has worked, so no complaints there. Now for the rear axle, we have just the stock Dana 44. I did put the Dana diff covers front and rear, so as you can see those there. Now inside of this axle I do have the nitro chromoly shafts. Been very happy with those as well. No complaints there. Now in the rear here for the gearing, I also have 456, but that is an ARB air locker in the rear, as you can see the air line running there. So yeah, that'll do it for both the front and rear axles, both Dana 44s. Been very happy with this setup so far. Now for the Ultimate 44 in the front, that does come with the Dana chromoly axle shafts, so that came with those, but those are chromoly shafts as well. While we're talking about the axle here, I am running the TerraFlex ball joints as well, the heavy duty ones. Been very happy with those as well. And for the steering, we have the Wrangler tie rod. I'm very happy with that. That is a very beefy tie rod. Also have the Yeti Steer Smarts drag link. That's the top mount drag link with the Griffin attenuator. Now while we're talking about steering here, as you saw in the previous video, I did the PSC full hydro assist here. So this has the big bore box up top with the huge sector shaft. So I got the big bore box. I have the PSC cooler as well as the oversized pump as well. So it's the full setup for the PSC. Been very, very happy with that as well. And for the front brake lines here, we do have the, sorry about the angle here, the TerraFlex braided extended lines. These are plenty long enough here. I actually have a little bit more to even give on those, so very happy with those. Do have the TerraFlex brake line anchors as well. Those are also very nice and keep everything nice and tidied up. While we're up here, also have the Rock Jock anti-rock front sway bar. This right here is an absolute game changer. If you are off-roading a lot, I would highly recommend this product here. Rides nice on the road, and you don't have to get out and disconnect every time you get off-road. So very, very nice setup. I'll eventually be doing it in the rear as well, but for now just the front, and it runs very, very well. I also have the Rock Crawler track bar here. Again, very happy with that. I love that it has the heim joint here as well as the bushing at the body side there. It's very, very nice setup. Keeps everything nice and smooth. For the drivetrain underneath, we do have Adams drive shafts front and rear as well. They're dirty right now, so you probably can't even tell, but they are Adams drive shafts. They are 1310s. So when I go up to 40s, I'll probably end up swapping those out for the bigger ones, but the 1310s have worked well so far. I'm very happy with Adams as well. Great customer service. And moving on to the suspension. For the suspension here, we have the Metal Cloak 4.5-inch springs here. These are fantastic. The flex on these is insane, and they drive very, very well on road. I've been very happy with the ride. Now paired with those, I do have the Falcon 3.3 piggyback adjustable shocks. These have been one of the best mods I've done on this rig. I would do it again and again and again on each build I do because the Falcons have ran very well. Love the adjustability as well. So again, do have the Falcons front and rear, all adjustable to pair along with the Metal Cloak coils, and those do pair up very well. And for the shocks, I am running Synergy shock extenders down at the axle end here. Now the reason I did that is because originally when I ordered these Falcon shocks, I did them for 3 to 4.5 inches of lift. Well, I realized real quickly that I forgot I had the puck up front. So I actually have about 5 to 5.5 inches. So to keep the same travel I want and need, I went ahead with those shock extenders. They've been extremely nice. They're very thick, so I have a lot of confidence in those. Now in the rear, like I said, we're also running the TerraFlex or Falcon adjustable piggyback shocks here. Now I also went with the extenders up here too, just to make sure I had enough travel in the rear. Now with this setup, I have plenty of travel. I've been on the flex ramp a couple times. I'll even put a picture up here, but been on the flex ramp a few different times, and I'm very happy with this setup and how it's flexed off-road. For the control arms, it's in the front, it's rock crawler, both upper and lower here, adjustable of course. These are great control arms. If you're going to buy some, I would highly recommend the rock crawler. They do have the nice bushing / Heim joint style joint right there. I believe it's called a Johnny joint if I remember correctly, but gives you a lot of room for articulation there, which really helps with your flex. And for the rear, I have the metal cloak adjustable lowers with the stock uppers. I have not done the uppers yet, but that is definitely on my list as well. I do really like the metal cloak control arms and the joints they use. Even though they're not greasable, they seem to last a long time and they ride really well. And for bump stops here, I did something a little unique. So I did just hockey pucks from Amazon, very cheap, and I used Gorilla epoxy glue to put these on, and they are sturdy. They've been on here for a couple years now. I've had zero issues, so I'm very happy with the way this setup has ran so far. The reason I did the epoxy glue versus just drilling a hole is because I already had the coils in, did not want to take them out. So I went ahead with the epoxy glue, and it's held extremely well. Now when this gives out, I'll probably end up just drilling a hole and just doing the whole setup for the bump stops. But for now, that works. Been very happy with it. All right, and for wheels and tires, we are running the ATX Slab 17x9s. I did buy these used, but they have held up extremely well. As you can see here, these rings have taken an absolute beating on all four of them, and I've been very happy with these. These are some of the best beadlocks that you can buy, and I don't care what anyone says. I absolutely love these. The look is nice. They're also extremely strong, and they ride really nice down the road. Now, paired with those is the Cooper STT Pros. These are 37 13.5 17s. I just did an updated review on these tires. Absolutely love these tires. I'll be running these in 40s as well once I do move up on the tire size. So very happy with this setup. Now I do run SpiderTrax 1.5-inch wheel spacers on here because I was rubbing just a little bit on the frame. So I am running those spacers. I've had them on for a few years now, and no issues. So I have none of them came loose, anything like that. So very happy with the SpiderTrax spacers. Now for armor, we do have the Evo 1/4 pounder front bumper here with the Stinger. I am extremely happy with this bumper as well. Not only does it look really good, it's very strong. I have bashed this up against many rocks and it barely has any scratches on it. So very happy with that. Now for the winch, running the Warn Evo 10S winch. Very happy with this, even though it is their cheaper line. It has ran very well for me. I've only had to use it a couple times, but I love the wireless remote they include with it. I love the synthetic line. Everything about this winch has been very, very nice for me specifically. So very happy with this front setup. For fenders, I'm running the Poison Spider narrow crusher flares, front and rear. I did do a video on these as well, so make sure to check out the channel and you can see all of this and kind of how I've worked it all together. But very, very happy with these. I love the way they look, and I love the way they have the supports into the subframe. They are just a great product. I've been very happy with these, and again, same thing in the rear. Very happy with this setup and all of the bracketry they have on here to make this even stronger. So very happy with these. Now while we're on the side, I do have the Evo rock skins to protect the body, along with the LOD sliders that I just did a video on. Very happy with these sliders as well. I've really used these a lot, and I'm telling you, they hold up well and they do not touch the body whatsoever. So that's a big thing right there. So make sure to go back and check that video if you want to look at the LOD sliders as well. And for the rear, we're running the Evo rear, I think it's fascia or fascia, I don't know how to say it, but the Evo rear fascia. I do have the recovery points here as well from Evo. So it is the full setup that they offer. Now, I was just fine with the stock look with no bumper. I thought that looked really good, but this just gives it a little extra strength in the rear, a little extra strength. It does make it look cleaner, and it also gives you 2 recovery points here. So it is a really nice upgrade, and I absolutely love the way this looks. While we're back here as well, do have the Evo tire carrier back here. Again, this is a very nice product. Evo always puts out quality stuff, but just the pure weight and just the thickness of this, it is phenomenal. It is a very nice tire carrier. You can go up to 40s with this as well, which is a huge advantage if you're going to go through multiple tire sizes on your Jeep. I did a review on this as well, so make sure to check this out. But very happy with this tire carrier. Now, underneath, I am running stock skids. As you can see, the gas tank one has really taken a beating. But I do have the MORE, I think it's Mountain Off-Road something. It's the trans and engine skid plate, and this is great as well. I've used this a lot, and it has held up very well. You can actually see it from the front here as well. Well, not so much anymore, but yeah, there it is right there. So you can see the MORE skid plate there. Held up extremely well for me, and I've had the whole weight of the Jeep on that thing, and it's held up. So very good product. I would definitely recommend that as well. Now for the inside, not a whole lot here. I do have a Sony aftermarket stereo with the CarPlay. This is really nice, and it was actually pretty cheap. I think this came in right around $349. Now I also have the Scosche Magic Mount up here as well. Now this is great. I have done a video on this as well. Absolutely love this setup here. Now another thing I am running on the inside is the S-Pod, and I'll have to show you it's under the hood as well. But very happy with the S-Pod, and then also of course the Smitty built full interior cage, which again, very good product, good value. I did a video on this too, so if you go back on the channel, you can also see the review I did on the cage specifically. But that's about it for the interior. I have not done a whole lot to the interior. I kind of like it the way it is. But again, just a few interior mods that I did add in here to make it a little bit more comfortable. And forgot to mention as well, I am running the Tuffy security deck back here. I just did a video on this as well, on my top 3 security mods. So make sure to check that out. But this product here is a game changer, especially if you're running a soft top and you want more security back here. Would highly recommend this product. It is worth every penny. And it's really not that expensive for the product that you get. Now also in here, I am running the pedal commander. It's tucked down in here. I usually just use the Bluetooth app, but you can kind of see it down in there. There's the pedal commander. So do have the pedal commander. Been very happy with that. I also did a video on that too on the channel, so you can go back and check that out. But pedal commander is really nice to fix that JK throttle lag that comes from the factory. So would definitely recommend the pedal commander as well. And I love that you can use the Bluetooth app and not have to have it out here in the open. You can really tuck it away and still control it. So that's really nice. Under the hood is a little bit dirty down here, so I apologize for that. But I am running the RIP cold air intake here. This is a great product, especially if you're going to be running the PSC reservoir. Oh, look at that. Friggin' bug right there. But yeah, this is really nice if you're running the PSC reservoir because it gives you all this space here. If you want to mount something else, you can. So this is really nice right here, this whole setup. Now I'm also running the S-Pod here, as well as the ARB single compressor that just does the air locker. Not very good if you're airing up tires, especially if you're on 37s or bigger, but works perfectly if you're just using it for the walker. So very happy with that as well. And of course we have the PSC reservoir that came with the whole entire kit, and you can also see down there the oversized pump that also comes with the kit. I'm going to get questions on this, so I'm going to include this in the video too. I did not relocate my vacuum pump when I did this winch and this bumper. All I did was I just basically rotated it this way and used one bolt, and this has held up for almost about a year or two now. So no issues there. Been very happy with this setup, so I don't have to relocate it because I don't have a ton of room underneath the hood anymore. So that was a big factor there. And you can also see, I forgot to mention this, the PSC cooler that comes with the kit for the steering. So that also is mounted right here as well. And then we also have the Tuffy hood lock that I mentioned in another video. So that kind of does it for the front here. And then we also have the headlights. These are the Oracle headlights. I did a review on these as well, so you can go back. It was earlier on the channel, but these are fantastic headlights. Would recommend them for any Jeep, so definitely would run these again. All right, guys, and that is going to do it. I'm probably missing something. I usually am when it comes to these full walk-arounds, but everything that I've listed here is something that I have gone and I've really done research on. So all these parts work very well together. I've had virtually zero issues with these parts I have installed now. So I've been very happy with this setup. It runs very well with 37s. When I move up to 40s, I'll probably have to make a few changes, like maybe swapping out the knuckles and things like that, just to really beef up the front end as well as the rear. But so far, this setup has been very nice. I have gone through multiple iterations with this Jeep, and you can see if you compare this walk around with the last one, a lot of different parts, a lot of different brands as well. So I've definitely spent more and gone with the higher quality parts. So been very happy with this so far, and I would definitely recommend any of these products for your Jeep as well. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions about any of the stuff that I went over today, drop them down below in the comment section. I'll be glad to answer them. But thank you for watching, and as always, please like and subscribe for more Jeep and off-road content coming your way.